episode 37. And I am your host, Dave. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dave Asshole Channel. Happy Halloween, everybody that's out there. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Let me see down on my screen here so I can hear myself and stop the screaming. Although I do love a good scream. Let's do my artificial lightning. Yes, you smell light there. It's Dave yourself. That's the way we do it here. Happy Halloween. Alright, that's enough of that.
Go ahead and turn that off. Thank you, everybody, for being here at the Dave It Yourself channel. It's episode 37. Let me go ahead and turn that off so I can't hear myself talking. And I greatly appreciate everybody being here. Happy Halloween. Ooh, and I've even got a smoke machine going. Ooh, super spooky. I'm glad everybody can be here tonight. Thank you so much for everybody being here. I don't know that I'll keep the mask on the whole time. You guys let me know in the chat if that's the case. It's actually a little stuffy, so we'll see. And to go ahead and jazz this Halloween costume up just a tad bit more, let's go ahead and do a little bit close cam there. Hello, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and do the old, because, I'm an old ghost. All right, let's take a look and see who's in this chat tonight. And let's shoot on over the chat button. All right, so we've got, looks like we've got Master Blood in the house tonight. Hello, Master Blood. Thank you so much for being here, sir. And who else we got here? Randy Butterfield, first one in the house, it looks like maybe. Yep. And then who else we've got up in here? Thank you, Randy. David Snyder in the house. Hello, sir. Thank you so much. Wild Bill, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Randy BRC, there's Randy Butterfield with his new name for his new channel. And that's awesome. And let's see who else we've got there. We've got, let's see. Randy B. Barry Campbell. How you doing, Barry? Good to see you, sir. Oh, let's go back to this other cam here. There we go. And let's see. And Boss223. Looks like we got some names there. It'd be fun. Let's go ahead and do this in the voice thing.
All right, so we got Boss223. Wild Bill. David Snyder. Master Blood. Randy Hardy. Randy, Barry, TRC Pilot, how are you, Gene? Jackamo, Alabama, how you doing, sir? Who else? Looks like that might be who we've got, so voice
off. All right, voice off. All right, this is actually a little stuffy. Let me go ahead and take this thing off real quick and boop, boop, show you my beautiful face. Bear with me a second as this is caught in my headset. Yeah, and I've got a Spooky Spectrum hat here, so let's go ahead and do the Spooky Spectrum hat. And here we go. All right, I'm gonna put the old headset back on here. You know what? This is actually a little warm too. Let me go ahead and just take this part off. There we go. All right. Backup bones. You gotta like those. I got a Halloween costume on underneath my Halloween costume. Just the way I like it. All right, so let's see what we've got going on here tonight, folks. Let's take a look at that stream. Let's hope everything's going all right. Let me go ahead and kick on. This might be a little too spooky for everybody, so go ahead and click on some lights with my artificial clap light. It's actually a button on the floor that I push with my feet. So who else we got up here in the house? And let's go ahead and throw some more smoke up in here because it is Halloween. Boo! Smoke machine. My little remote control smoke machine. Hey, check this out. Here's something you don't see in the RC world very often. A little remote antenna on my RC remote for their smoke machine. Yeah. Boom. And, well, we'll give it a second. So who else we've got up in here? Hey, Rich M's in the house. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Let me go ahead and give you the ghost announcement.
Hello, Rich M is in the house tonight. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and do some
background stuff. Now, I'm using a new piece of equipment today, and you guys may or may not like that. Let's hear a scream if you do. All right, thank you very much. I actually am using a new piece of equipment tonight, folks. I'm trying to take my stream to the next level, if that's at all possible with this particular stream. But I went ahead and invested. Well, I got it a little inexpensively used on eBay. But I went ahead and updated and got myself the Stream Deck. So this thing is pretty sweet. This is kind of what it looks like here if you guys have never seen these. But it's got all kinds of cool stuff. You can
change the voice on your button. They're real sweet. And you can hear yourself. And you can do all kinds of stuff.
Add music, take it out, do whatever. The Stream Deck Deck thing's pretty sweet. I just started using it, so bear with me a little bit. I just got a few things in, including like the screenshots and all that for the chat and the closer cam. Here's closer cam. Got that on a button. Even have bingo list on a button. Where you see we've got the bingo wheel here, so we'll be definitely doing bingo tonight. Let me know if that background music is too much. Master Blood says stream decks are amazing. You are right, sir. So far, from what I've noticed, yeah, they're pretty fantastic. They do a lot of stuff and a lot more than I know what they will actually do. So, like I said, I'm just trying it out. Let me go ahead and turn this part off. We'll turn off that music. We'll turn off that as well. And if you guys want to hear some of that background music, just let me know. We'll put it back on like this right here, the old Evil Scientist Lab or whatever. We'll leave that on the background. Let me know if it's too loud or too annoying, how I can turn it off, because I've got a button that does that now. So who else we've got in the house? So I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you so much. It looks like we've got 12 concurrent viewers up, 13 concurrent viewers, and 13 likes right now. So thank you so much to everybody for giving me a likes on that. I greatly appreciate that. And I'll give you my monster voice for the likes shout out.
Thank you for the likes. Nice.
All right, I gotta admit it, that Ghost Nice was pretty nice. Might have to try that some more sometime. Yeah, so it comes with all kinds of cool stuff. I got it for less than $100 on eBay kind of thing, and those things are about $1.50, I think, brand new or something like that. So I got a pretty good deal on it. Guy bought it, was going to do a stream, decided he didn't want to do a stream, so he stopped doing it. And he sold it to me on the cheap, so I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Pilot Jerry's in the house. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you being in here. Randy B, RC. Oh, yeah, that's Randy Butterfield. Randy, you're going to throw me off with that probably for the night, but you did send me that earlier. That's your new channel name, so good for you and good on you with that, sir. Who else we got in here? And Wild Bill and all that. So is anybody else doing any Halloween stuff today? I know we've got a lot of things going on here in Atlanta. We've got the World Series going on, of course. The Braves could take it home tonight. UGA crushed Florida yesterday, so that was nice, too. So a lot of stuff going on in Georgia right now, but and it's not quite dark outside just yet. It's getting there, but it looks like it's still a little bit light outside, so I wasn't really able to go full dark in here and all that. But I got my pumpkins on and stuff like that, and so hopefully you get the Halloween feel. And if you do, give me a scream. Yeah, I even got a scream button, folks. Good stuff. So is anybody else doing anything Halloween-y? I was going to have a bucket of candy here, but since I'm doing the stream and stuff, there's not going to be anybody here to get stuff. So is anybody doing anything else, dressing up or doing anything silly, kind of like what I'm doing, or actually going to be out doing something to spook the kids or the local parents or neighborhood, something like that? Go ahead and leave your comments in the chat about that. I'd like to hear about that. And let me know what else everybody's been doing. It looks like the weather actually turned out to be pretty nice today. Yesterday it was rainy all day, so let me know if you guys get a chance to do any flying. I think Jeff got a little chance to do so. You posted that F-16 video, Jeff. I haven't had a chance to watch it just yet because I've been finagling around with all this stuff all day trying to get it somewhat right. But I'll be French toast. That's right. It's even got a censor button. Oh, this thing is great. I can't wait to experience all the things that it does do, because this will be pretty great. But being able to have, I've got just the 15 button one, but you can change 15 buttons into basically 30 buttons with this little side button. So I got all my OBS stuff on one screen, which is like this here. Here's the word of the Dave. I even got the buttons labeled that say that kind of stuff, like so chat, video, bingo, and all that. Even have a video for you tonight that I'm going to go ahead and play. It's a little bit of a video that I actually have coming out. I think Wednesday. I think I'm going to actually release the full video. But you guys are going to get a chance to watch a little bit of it, kind of get a little bit of a flavor for it tonight. And then I also have a video from a viewer like you, as a matter of fact, and a subscriber. So we'll get a chance to do that as well here later on. So let's see who we've got in the chat and who is doing what. Hey, Michael Rodka. Hi, Rice. Wait a minute, Reitza, that's it, had to visualize the spelling. Michael Reitza, good to see you, sir, thank you so much, happy Halloween. Let's give Michael Reitza a scream. There we go, thank you very much. Good to see you, Michael Reitza. Who else we got up here? All right, so Boss223 says, let's take a look. Listening, Promotus is on the road and listening and leaving Birmingham RC. Oh, Promotus is back up there at the Birmingham RC Air Association. You lucky dog. Good for you, man. What'd you end up flying up there? Are we going to get a chance to see those videos coming up soon, I guess, maybe? Is that the case? That would be pretty cool. So I'll be looking forward to hear that. So be careful on your drive, and thank you so much for listening in. I greatly appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Jeff flew the Arrows F-15, the T-33, and Kit today. Jeff had himself a triple play today. That's awesome. It says nice. It looks like everything probably went up and came down smoothly, which is also always perfect, right? Boss223 says, I live up on a knoll on a ridge, have not had Halloweener in 35 years. Sounds like somebody needs to crawl down the hill. Or some sort of line down that goes all the way down the street with like a little basket. When kids show up, they ring the bell, and you just shimmy the little basket of food down there, a little candy down there, and it's got like a dead hand in it and stuff. I don't know how far you live from the street. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's see. Randy said, I'll be passing out candy to the neighborhood kids intermittently. You doing anything to scare them there, Randy? Doing anything like that? Put the old bucket out there, but you be under the table? Something like that? I think my mom was just going to do the old put the bucket out there and just tell the kids, just kind of pop into the screen and say, take what you want. I told her that's a bad idea. But we'll see. Who knows? I don't think that they get a ton of kids over here either, so we'll see what happens. Matter of fact, I actually saw some already trick-or-treating early, which is just crazy to me because the sun sets in like literally 15 minutes, which would be like 6:25 or something. And why they're trick-or-treating in the daylight, I don't get it. The kids didn't look too awfully small. I get it. You got little peeps, little 2- and 3-year-olds. You may want to do a little on the late side, but these kids look like they're probably 9 or 10. Just seem a little too early. But it is what it is, and you got to do what you got to do, right? So who else we got up in the house, and who else is doing something fun for Halloween season here? I'm going to go ahead and turn off this scary music, and what we'll do is we'll turn on this other stuff here in just a bit. But you guys let me know if you could hear that all right, because, again, I can't really hear so much of that on my end. I do have a button on here so that I can turn on my headphones so that I can hear myself. But it's like a half a second delay, so it really messes me up. I really just do it to make sure that I've got the haunted voices on or whatnot, because I do have some pretty great haunted voices here. Let's see what else we've got here. I just put a couple in here. There's a ton, but let's. Nope. Log there. Okay, here we go. Sounds like I'm in a bathroom.
Let's try this one. Let's see if it's. Okay, now this is pretty good. Oh, that's perfect. I am anonymous. Let's try this one. And here is evil.
You can see I'm going to have way too much fun time with this thing. Even on non-Halloween events, there's actually like holiday things in here, like Christmas and stuff too, so maybe there's a Santa voice. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a Santa show. Ho, 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 ho. Who knows? Could be silly. Who knows? Hey, Curly. Yeah, no doubt, right? Let's see. Who else we got up there? Raining. Randy's saying it's raining lightly, but we still get a few. It'd be interesting to see if any kids would show up just like a big yellow rain slicker and come as the Gorton's fisherman. That'd be the smart costume to wear on a. As a matter of fact, I have a story about the Gorton's fisherman, so I'm not going to tell you about it here on this particular stream. But if you do want to know about me being the Gorton's fisherman and let's just say hauling a lot into my basket that day. Next time you see me at an event, ask me about the Gorton's fisherman story. It's a good one. It is a good one. So, who else we got up here tonight? I appreciate everybody that is in here. I know it's we got football, we got all kinds of stuff going on Sundays, especially this time of year. And now that it's Halloween, I appreciate everybody being here. I know, you can't always be here for these streams, but I greatly appreciate you being in here, so I appreciate that. Echo sounded like Kenny. There's all kinds of stuff on here. And again, it'll even launch my OBS for me. It'll do all kinds of great stuff, but it's got a lot of the... I just like being able to put like my screens, because I was using like the hotkeys or whatever earlier, assigning a key on my keyboard. But the problem is if I'm trying to type a message into the stream or something like that, then if I happen to have a key that's tied to that, next thing you know, my screens are changing, and you've seen that before. Again, it's all a learning lesson. I don't have a producer or anybody else helping me. It is David yourself. So it's a learning process as I go here. I watch YouTube videos, read the manuals, do what I can, but still, sometimes it takes a little longer to get up inside here. But nonetheless, I do what I can there. So But yeah, so I do like the fact that I can do the screen changes there, even have like Joke of the Dave, have them even labeled on here, so they even say that Pause Nods is here. I don't even have to look. Word of the Dave is here. Noggin Scratchers. I got my current video there, and then I've got another thing there that talks about the other little thing from the fellow subscriber like you that has a message. But let's keep this Halloween thing going. Oh, it's a Cheech and Chong movie. Oh, anyway, I got that little kick butt smoke machine. It's literally like this big, and it's got LED lights on it. There's red. and there's green, and I think there's a blue in there. I think there's a blue in there somewhere. Anyway. Anyway, pretty funny. I got a little fan going and I got both the doors open, so hopefully it should clear up fairly quickly-ish. I was thinking about throwing the laser lights and stuff in here, but they're red and blue or whatever, and I didn't know how messed up that would look, so I didn't do that. But there's a bunch of things that I was planning on doing today, but just trying to get this going to the point where I could make it usable for the show was really kind of my goal there, trying to get that going. So tell me what else is going on. Who else has got something else fun and going on? It would really be scary if I won bingo today, Randy Hardy. Well, that's a good one. Hey, speaking of that, let's go ahead and go to that bingo list real quick because it's at the push of a button. So there's a bingo list. As you can see, it's still the same bingo list. I have not added or subtracted anybody new. Mr. Reitza, if that's a place that you'd like to be, I don't know if you're on there already. To be honest with you, you might be. I have actually not looked at this list myself in a long time. I don't see you on there, Mr. Reitza. But if you'd like to be on there, you just let me know in the stream, and if you're going to be back in my stream every so often, then I'd be glad to put you back on there. That would be great. I'm going to do a little show sponsored by the new Mountain Dew Thrashing Apple. It's really not sponsored by them, but it is quenched by them, so thank you. Here's a little tidbit. I think I've told you this before, that I'm congenital and asthmatic. I don't have a sense of smell. So artificially flavored drinks, they all taste the same to me. Now, Cokes taste different than Mountain Dews, but Mountain Dew flavoreds, they all taste the same to me. Except for the Code Red, it's a little sweeter, but that's about it. They all taste the same. I can't taste the apple. There you go. That's for not having a sense of smell. But nonetheless, still pretty good soda. It's keeping me going here. So who else is in the chat tonight? And let's see who else is doing what. And it looks like so far, I'm seeing my green box on my screen there. I have the 32-inch Roku TV that I'm using as a separate monitor, and that's what my OBS is on. And I can see the little green box down at the bottom. I went ahead and, again, watching some YouTube videos, trying to go through, figuring out my settings. I think I may have had one of my, of course, obviously, I probably was dicking around with one thing and messing up something else at the same time and forgetting what I did here and having no idea what happened here. So it was just a big Mod Podge and throwing stuff on. But at this point so far, I haven't seen anything on the stream because I got the stream in front of me with the chat. I haven't seen anything there, and it looks like the green box over there has only gone yellow once or twice. So you let me know if, in fact, we're having any problems on your end with the stream. If not, throw me a big thumbs up in the chat itself to let me know that we're doing good there. And it looks like we're on 10 concurrent viewers at this point and 19 likes. So we're crushing likes. So thanks so much. And again, show rules apply. Now, the last show I had last Sunday, when I was outside in the back there, I had, hey, did I put the, I'll be darned. I think I put my, I just noticed that fell down. I had that yard sign with the Dave It Yourself thing that Scott Settle made me for the Birmingham event. I thought I had it taped up there where the pitch box was, and now I noticed that it's not there. That's probably down behind all those planes over there. Anyway, nonetheless, you may notice I've kind of done a little bit of something with the showroom here, kind of make the camera out a little bit further. I got room for guests to sit, kind of that kind of thing. But basically, it's still just a big Mod Podge. Way too much stuff over here. There's the new Dave It Yourself shirt. I was able to give away one of those at the Birmingham RC event when I sold an airplane to Carson. So he got the only medium that I had, and he is a small. So he said, I have time to grow into it. So that was the right answer for me. So let's see. Stream is 5x5. So the stream is a 5x5 on your end. Because here on my end it looks okay. So it's a different size because it said 16x9 when I was changing the things around. So if it's showing 5x5 on your end, because I think it looks good here on this side too, and on the main monitor. So let me know if anybody else is having that same 5x5 experience kind of thing. Because again, I'm pretty sure I set it to 16x9. I wanted to keep it at that same format, but I lowered it from 60 frames per second to 30, which should be a huge deal, and I think that's helping out tremendously. But if it's 5x5, Jeff, I'm not sure about that. Maybe hit the maximize thing or turn your camera. I don't know what you're watching it on, but nonetheless, current strip bitrate higher than recommended. Well, that's the first time I've ever seen that. Normally it says it's lower than recommended, higher than recommended. Maybe it's the smoke machine. Maybe it Cheech and Chonged it up. But anyway, so on the, it means, it's all good. 5x5. Military term. That military term, is that what that is, 5x5? Now it's starting to trigger a little bit. Okay, good deal. It's all good. 16 by 9 here. Master Blood says, great. 5 by 5 is perfect. Pilot Jerry says, okay. Great. I will keep that in mind. So if you have your options, you'd rather get hit by a 5 by 5, not a 4 by 4. I didn't say that these jokes would be good. I just said they'd always be free. Speaking of jokes, guess what I've got for you? It's a joke of the Dave. That's right, everybody. It's a joke of the Dave. So this particular joke, I'm just going to go ahead and read to you here. Just tell you this joke. Let me know if you guys could understand me earlier with the spooky zombie voice on, because this would be a pretty funny joke to tell with the zombie voice. But if not, I will just tell you the regular old joke. So, joke of the Dave is this. 3 guys running through trying to escape the zombie apocalypse, running through downtown, manage to find their way into a museum. Shut the doors, barricade them the best they can, zombies banging on the door. One guy starts to rummage around the museum looking for something to eat, provisions of some sort. While he's looking around, he comes across a lamp. Well, what do you do when you find a lamp? Of course, he rubs it. So he rubs it, and sure enough, just as expected, poof, green puff of smoke, genie pops out, and the genie goes, you are the master that released me from the lamp. I grant you 3 wishes. And then he looks around and sees there's 3 guys there, and he goes, oh, there's 3 of you. I grant you 1 wish apiece then. So the first guy, he turns to the first guy and says, what would your wish be? And the first guy says, well, I'd really like to be back with my family before all this zombie apocalypse stuff started. And then the genie says, your wish is my command. And poof, in a green swirl of smoke, the guy disappears. The genie turns to the second guy and says, well, what would your wish be, master? And he says, you know what, that sounds pretty great. I want that too. Yep, that's what I want too. So poof, in a green puff of smoke, he disappears. He turns to the third guy and he starts to say, what would your wish be? And then the doors bust open and zombies start pouring in. The genie looks back at the guy and says, hurry, master, what is your wish? And the master says, I really wish those other 2 guys were here to help me with these zombies. And scream for that one. Again, never said they'd be great, folks. I just said they'd be free. So there you go. There's the joke of the Dave, and that is the joke of the Dave. All right. All right, so there we go. So I am enjoying that pretty good. So we've got some other things going on. Let's see. Noggin scratcher. I do have one noggin scratcher today, so let me go and put the noggin scratcher up there. And this is kind of Halloween related, and this is just a question to throw out to the group there. Can you tackle a ghost? Something to think about. Put your answers in the comments below. The noggin scratcher of the day is, can you tackle a ghost? That'd be a good one. Let's see whose answers are out there for that. Let's see what else have I got going on here. Let's see. Okay, I do have this. Now, I got some, I think I guys have shown you my, it's somewhere. Anyway, I've got that big Corvette clear plexiglass or Lexan plastic body that's going to go on the Army Felony, which is that Corvette, the new Corvette body. And I worked with, I think his name's Mike, over there at Horizon Hobby. His wife runs Black Fox Trading, and she does a lot of decals and things like that. So since I'm going to be painting that car in a breast cancer awareness type thing, like a Barbie souped up Corvette kind of thing, I got her to print me some masks, like the breast cancer awareness, that I can put on the inside of the body, paint the body, pull these off, and then paint these pink like they should be inside the body. So I got 3 of those. And then I got some backwards breast cancer awareness. So I put those on the sides. And then I also got her little logo as well, because I told her I wanted her little Black Fox logo as well. So there we go. So this is from the wife of one of the guys that works at Horizon Hobby. And I got turned on to her when he called me about that exclusive program or whatever like that they're throwing out to people for buying way too much stuff. So as long as you don't cross streams. Ghostbusters reference, loves it. So that was pretty cool. And then I had got something else in the mail. Now, I'd ordered this, and it actually came in time for me to wear to the Birmingham event. But to be honest with you, after all my stuff got rained down and all that, I literally wore like 2 outfits the entire weekend. I was sweaty and dirty. I hadn't showered. I didn't want to mess up other stuff. But when I ordered it from during last month when it was Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, which is September, and October, of course, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And then November is No Shave November. But during the October or September Child Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I went ahead and ordered from this fine gentleman right here his F Cancer t-shirt, and he sent me a signed, I'm sure he sends it to everybody that orders a shirt, but a signed Ozzy Man picture. 5x7 or 5x8, something like that. But yeah, signed. Pretty nice. Say, good day, mates. Welcome to Destination F. You've seen that, cat. So yeah, so he sent. So I ordered got the burgundy, and it's an orange lettering. It says, in full lettering, F Cancer. Then it talks about Childhood Cancer Awareness Month below it, and I was going to wear that during the event, but I thought I left it in the apartment there, so I just went ahead and brought the photo. But yeah, so there you go. So if you happen to order one of those and they hadn't come yet, because of course shipping from Australia is ridiculous, if it hasn't come yet, just know that when you do get it, you'll get yourself an Ozzy Man photo as well. If you guys, Master Blood knows who Ozzy Man is. He is hilarious. He does make the most ridiculous streams, and he did do, and I kind of bailed on the whole 1,000 subs, shave my head thing or whatever. He kind of stole my thunder with that. Not that he has any idea who I am or whatnot, but he ended up shaving his head for childhood cancer awareness. So in case you didn't know, the hat that he wears in the wig, it's just a wig hat kind of thing. So he has real hair under there, and it was shortish like mine, but they went ahead and shaved it bald. So, but nonetheless, so yeah, he's pretty funny. Hey, Lee Davidson's Hangers in the house. Good to see you, sir. I appreciate that. Hey, y'all just got back from flying. What were you flying, Lee? I'm sure we'll get to see it here shortly on the video you post, but let us know when, give us the sneak peek. Let us know what we're going to be seeing here soon. That'll be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and hit a little bit more of the smoke machine. You see that smoke machine's got some lights on it too. That's pretty fun. So yeah, pretty good stuff. So Lee, now that you're here, I'm going to go ahead and give you the,
Hello, Lee David. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Lee Davidson's Hangers in the house.
All right, there you go. There's my spooky introduction to Lee Davidson's Hanger. Hello, Lee. Let's see. So, Lee, are you doing anything spooky today? You said you were doing some flying. Are you back home in time to do some trick-or-treating over there, or what's going on your end of town? Hey, Shadow Ops is in the house. Let's go ahead and give Shadow Ops a shout.
Shadow Ops, welcome to the show.
All right, there you go. The ME-109, nice. Me likey. Love that flag. That's a good one too, just like the 262. I love that thing too. Very nice, very nice. Cool. Shadow Ops, how are you doing, sir? Are you getting ready to do trick-or-treating and stuff with your neighborhood? What's going on over there for you, sir? How are things been going? Keith Christie's in the house as well. Did I give Keith a shout out earlier? Let's go ahead and give him one now.
Keith Christie.
There we go. All right, Keith, there's your haunted introduction. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Like I was going to say, last show, we were at 20 likes, 14 concurrent viewers right now, but again, it's the peak likes thing. Last show, we were off by one. Well, technically off by two, but that's because I hadn't liked the video, because I always like them too. So, unless I don't like the video, but I do like them. And then, so we were one short, even with that. So close. So we're one short. So if you haven't had a chance to like just yet, just go ahead and like just in case. And then, like I said, if we happen to match peak likes or peak viewers with likes at the end of the show, everybody in the stream wins, and that would be
fantastic.
Do you love that? All right. So who else we got going on here? And let's see, what time are we looking at? About 6:28. You know what? I haven't done any of that yet. We need to do some bingo, I'm thinking. Let's get back into that bingo list. We're going to announce bingo with a scream. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's going to keep screaming, isn't she? Okay, that's enough of that. All right, but we will do spooky music for bingo. Let's go back to the bingo list real quick. All right. And then we're going to jump into Bingo Cam here. So go ahead and take a look at that bingo list. Make sure everybody's got what they're looking for there. All right, so I was going to shoot on over to Bingo Cam now. And as you can see, we got the balls all loaded up in here. Should be good to go. So we had a church party Friday night and a party at my brother's-in-law's last night, so treats a movie night here tonight, DIY. Oh, that's nice. Family time on Halloween. You got to love that. Especially after what sounds like a very exciting and busy weekend. Hey, Brian Chambers in the house. Brian Chambers, let's go ahead and give you that shout out.
Brian Chambers is in the house.
All right, Brian, there you go. All right, so let's get back to this bingo. And let's see who we've got up in the house tonight and who is going to win this bingo. All the balls are in. So here we go. Nice and easy. Got one in the hopper. All right, we got ourselves a smooth release. Oh, goodness. All right. It's a B, ladies and gentlemen. It's a B. Let's go back to that bingo list real quick. It is B. It is B10, which is Bad Rooster. Bad Rooster. Are you in the house? You are not in the house, are you? Gosh darn it. Bad Rooster. Yep, B10. Bad Rooster. That's you, my friend. And you're not in the house tonight. You have been in the house before, though. You and your little lady. So I know that you guys are around. Maybe you're doing Halloween stuff. Totally fine. But unfortunately, since you weren't here and you missed out, it's a scream. And one more. And that's enough of that. All right, so Bad Rooster missed out on that one. I tell you, hopefully this entire bingo thing isn't haunted. Oh, I forgot I didn't have the voice on. Oh my gosh, Shadow Ops, is Dave's RC doing okay? Hey, that's a great question, Lee. I think everybody would kind of like to know that. Has anybody heard anything about that? I'll go ahead and cut this off for a second. Has anybody heard about old Dave's RC? I've asked myself several times. I can't seem to get a solid answer, so I'm assuming that he's dealing with something personal. And if that's the case, then hey, don't say anything. That's totally fine. Just let us know if he's doing okay and if he might be back. Not that Dave Marshall's not doing a jam-up job on Friday. I didn't get a chance to watch it live, but I did watch it afterward. Yeah, so he seems like he's doing all right. And boys, he got some stands for sale, right? Thanks to old C Mafia. Just picked up a total. Should have been B9. I know, Barry. As soon as I saw the B, that's the first thing I was looking for. Is that a 9? Is that a 9? No, it's 10. Not that that's a problem. If you win, you win. And I would think that's awesome. But at the same time, it's okay if somebody that's never won before would win too. That would be great. So people don't think that these balls are a racket. Which they sort of are. They make a racket. They're not really a racket. But yeah, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, so I just wanted to try to drop in, throw some new stuff out there. I don't have a ton extra going on. I do have a, let's see here. Let me jump into this. I do have a little video that I was going to play for you. Like I said, I do have a video that's going to be coming out, I don't know, Wednesday, which is actually, there's like a 4-camera video type thing. 3 or 4. Anyway, nonetheless, there's only 2 cameras in this particular video. But I went ahead and did the 3-camera thing for the polished video, which is going to be posting on Wednesday there. And let's see, DIY, he's dealing with personal stuff and medical stuff. Once I have permission, I'll share more. Nope, that's all you need to say, sir. Personal stuff and medical stuff, I can deal. I can understand that totally. I deal with that stuff on a daily basis. And speaking of daily basis, there's old Jeff Adams in the show, so let's go ahead and give Jeff the haunted hello.
Jeff Adams in the show, welcome!
There you go, Jeff. I hope you like that. Just a little something I'm trying to use to jazz up Sunday night show since it's on Halloween. Nope, I totally get it. That's fine, Shadow Ops. Thank you so much for at least that much of an update. At least we know that he'll be okay. So, or hopefully will. And we will all put out our heart and love and prayers to Dave's RC so that he comes back soon. We do miss him. Just like you guys miss me when I was out as well. We all miss everybody when they're out. So when you're out, people notice. So yeah, so we'd like to get him back. So yeah, like I said, I do have that video. So what I'll do is, let's see. Probably won't run too awfully late tonight. Just I think probably an hour will probably be good. We'll probably get that nailed out. But I do have a couple of things here. Let's see. Do we happen to have old Wreck 'em Roy in the house tonight? That's what I'd really like to see. No offense to everybody else, but the only reason you'll know why I want to see old Wreck 'em Roy in this chat tonight, based on this one little video I'm going to play here later. So hopefully he's in the chat tonight, or hopefully he'll show up, but we'll wait on that. And what we'll do is we're going to jump into current video that I have going on right now. So you guys, if you want to check this out, here comes the current video. Like I said, I'm going to be posting the full version of this on Wednesday, but this is the one right here that I'm bringing to the show tonight. So enjoy. All right, let's see what we got.
Try that again. There we go. Throttle cut.
Nice. All right, friends, there you go. There's that new video that I'm got the full video coming out on Wednesday, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out because I did notice that
Cliff Harvey Play RC Plane showed up, so hello, Cliff, and welcome to the show.
All right, there we go. I like to give everybody the spooky intro. Crispy Land, thank you, Master Blood. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. And Master Blood also, I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to Master Blood. Master Blood, I have your parts. Did I leave those in the house? Snug a gut. Anyway, Master Blood sent me some 3D printed parts for that to mount cameras and things like that. And gosh darn it, Master Blood, I had those things and I think I left them in the house. My goodness. But he gave me some 3 like triangular mounts with the GoPro like thing that you'd put your mounts in, screw in the side. But he gave the triangular mounts. They perfectly fit in the Aero Scout screw holes when you put the Aero Scout wings on. So that's pretty cool. Now I do want to ask you one thing, Master Blood. You gave me another thing that almost looks like a riser tower for a RC car, and I wasn't really sure what that was. So if you can give me a heads up as to what that is, I'd like to know. You need to try FPV flight with your planes. Okay. Now that you're mentioning that, Shadow, I'm glad you mentioned that, Shadow. Because look what I have here, Shadow. The SkyZone Cobra 2 FPV headset. That's right, sir. So I do have the Cobra FPV set on here, and I do not currently have. I do have FPV cameras, but I have not unpacked them from the storage unit. And to be honest with you, trying to find small cameras inside a big storage unit is kind of tough. So I am ready because it has the high resolution screen. It's got the Steadicam viewer, battery bay. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. This is a great little set. I've had this actually for a while, but I have not had a chance to do it. So I'm ready to do some FPV. I just got to find my cameras or get another one. But I've always tended to go with the green thing, Master Blood. Yeah, it kind of looks like a riser. Yeah, decent goggles, thanks. Yeah, so I did a little bit of research on those, and yeah, they're not the highest end, but I like the box goggle style more than I do the individual screen goggles. Plus, I like, I think with these as well, is that you can slip the face part off and then just have the monitor part like a separate monitor, so I think that's cool too. That's kind of the way the other was. They are cameras built in with a transmitter, yeah, so that's what I've had before. I've had the top RC ones. I've had a couple of those. I've even put those on cars and stuff. Those work pretty good. But I think as far as range and stuff like that, I haven't quite. Of course, I haven't done a ton of it, so I haven't really had a chance to work with like the 200 megawatt, the little dial or whatever. Try to like dial that stuff in. But I have tried it a little bit, and I was almost thinking that maybe the camera with the separate little, pod thing I'm gonna do may be the way to go. But I do like the all-in-ones because just like with the Insta360 Go and the Insta360 Go 2, it's just a small unit. You can stick it in place, plug a battery into it, and it starts, sending stuff out. So let me know, Shadow, if you have some recommendations for all-in-one camera / transmitters that might work good, because I'd like to put some stuff on some planes, especially something like the Night Radiant or something easy that flies. Even though I do have a video. And of course, this is the number one thing when you're doing FPV is always use a spotter, which I've done twice. I've done FPV twice without a spotter. Lost a drone. And then the bright yellow Night Radiant that I had that I couldn't see it, killed the throttle. I've got a video on my channel where I just happened to kick the throttle one last time, just for grins. I couldn't see it, couldn't hear it, couldn't find it. I just gave it, and it was just so happens that it was about to land on a building. Gave it that one last kick just for grins, and it just happened to get it to fly up and then land into a tree, which I did end up getting it out. And the FPV came in super handy there because since I couldn't hear it and the plane was in the tree when the prop wouldn't spin, I couldn't do anything like that. So I did have to use the box goggles myself on the transmitter and basically just start driving around the business park because this is at the old FedEx FedEx field where I used to fly, where they have that big grass field over there too. And I used that to try to find the drone. And as soon as the screen would start to crackle from the snow and start to give me a picture, I'd start to hone in. And sure enough, I used that as a compass to find the camera, because it eventually got to a point where I could see a visual image, and that visual image was me looking for the plane. So I knew I was close. So yes, that's pretty great. Hey, Jet Tech Don's in the house, so let's go ahead and give him the spooky intro.
Jet Tech Don, RC's in the house. Good evening, Jet Tech Don. Thank you for showing up.
All right, there you go. Giving you the spooky Halloween greeting. Thank you so much for being here, Jet Tech. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know if I've seen you in here as well before. And if you're interested in coming back to some more of the shows, you may get a chance to see yourself and your name on this list, which is the bingo list, because what we're going to do now is it is time to do some more bingo, and let's get a scream for that. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and put in the scary bingo music, too. There we go. All right, let's get into the bingo cam. Now, the first bingo that we had tonight was Bad Rooster RC with B10, and Bad Rooster's not here, so we missed out. So, Jet Tech, if you think that you want to be a part of this bingo shenaniganery and maybe get yourself surprises out of the prize box that I have over here to my side. Oh, let me do the fake lightning again. Oh, low production, folks, low production. But Jet Tech, if you think you're going to be in here and you may want some bingo prizes from me or whatnot, please let me know in the chat or the comments, or leave a comment on this video after this stream is over, and I'll be glad to put your name on this list. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get into this bingo. A second round. I like to do bingo at least 3 times a show. This will be the second one so far. So let's see what we got. All right. And got one in the cup. Here we go. Nice and easy. All right. We got a delivery. All right. Here we go. All of my eyes get excited. Get eye excited. Because here we go. We've got eyes. And we've got... Let's see if I can get this. There's a bingo list. Okay. This is I-27. I-27 is... That is Jerry Johnson. Am I reading that right? You know I have a problem with these sometimes, but yeah, it looks like I-27 is Jerry Johnson. I want to say Jerry Johnson's also not on the stream tonight, so scream for that. And one more. Alrighty. That's enough of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're back to the spooky horror haunted house stuff. 2 strikes. 2 strikes. One more. We got to sit on the bench. Keith Christie. Hey, that's me. Not. Oh, yes. Let's see. So let's see. Okay, so let's see what's catching up in this Chatterooski here. So Shadow Ops 25 megawatt for planes works well. Jeff and Bama. Okay. DOL email you what I use this week. Ooh, please do. Hook me up with that. Jeff and Bama found my consenter with a 25 watt without any issues. There you go. So I like that. What type of what are you doing as far as FPV goggle there, Jeff? Are you using dual screen goggle setup, box goggles like what I've got, or you got something else? I didn't know that Master Blood uses both box goggles. Clap out the hard words. Master Blood uses both box goggles and digitals. Is that the digital like the DJI digital, or is that a different brand of digitals? I know that that's analog versus digital is, the digital stuff's kind of taking the market, I guess. So that's pretty exciting. Shadow Ops, Bueller, that's me not. Jeff Adams, my name never makes it in the list. Jeff Adams, are you even in the list? I think you are, right? Let's take a look at that video list real quick. I'm pretty sure you are on there, Jeff Adams. I want to say you are. Are you on there, Jeff Adams? You tell me if you're on there. You would know, so I don't have to look at that entire list. I do want to say you're on there, but if you're not, Jeff, you just let me know. If you're not on there, you say your name never makes it on the list, like you should be on this list, you're just not on the list. Is that the way it is? Because if that's the case, well, we'll definitely fix that. So let me know if you do, in fact, not on the list and you want to be on there. Digital DJI stuff is a ripoff. I have never been a DJI person, to be honest with you. Their products to me have always I don't know, cause more confusion than anything else. I use the Unique products, the YUNN or YUNEEC. I've always had seen other guys with the DJI stuff and get it to the field, need to fly it, and then there's some sort of update that you got to do. So it spends them 45 minutes to do the update before they can fly. And I saw that happen once. I was like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So I've never been a DJI fan for that. Plus, their stuff's super expensive, and it's everybody wants it, everybody's got it. I tend to go with stuff that's a little bit more unique. Pun. So I go with the Unique product. There you go. Let's see. So still no. Are we still talking about no Wreck 'em Roy in the house tonight? All right. Well, no Wreck 'em Roy in the house tonight, but we got another bingo to do, and I do have one other video though. So even though Wreck 'em Roy's not in the house, this goes for everybody. So here's a word from a fellow viewer just like you.
Hey everybody, it's Susan. Thanks for tuning in to the Dave It Yourself channel. Make sure you click like and subscribe because you never know when I'll be back. Right, Roy? Happy Halloween, everybody. Nice.
You know her. You love her. That's Susan. No, Susan's not here tonight, but I did get a chance to hang out with her a little bit this weekend, and we did get a chance to make that little video just for all of you guys out there. And yes, Wreck 'em Roy is apparently one of her huge fans, so I wanted to make sure that we gave him a shout out there. But thank you to everybody, of course, that watches the show and that who appreciates when Susan comes by. It's kind of tough to get her here on Sundays sometimes, so sometimes I get her over, sometimes I don't. And she's got kids and stuff like that, so it is what it is. But yeah, so I hope you guys appreciated that as well. So let's see what else we've got going on. Master Blood, it's quite a headset, too bulky quality. Now I do, here's another thing about the DJI stuff. Thanks, Susan. About the DJI stuff, and this thing kind of came and went, wasn't it? Remember that little? I don't even remember what they call it. You guys probably remember that little robot, little cannon thing that had the weird little spindly wheels on it that could go in any direction, kind of thing. That thing kind of came and went, didn't it? That thing was like all hot for about 2.5 minutes, and then it was like, see ya. I don't even know anybody that has one. I've never even seen one in real life. Does anybody know who has one? Master Blood, do you have one of those? I don't even remember what it's called. Points to anybody who can put the name of that in the comments real quick, because I don't know who that is. Never heard of Jerry Johnson. Jerry Johnson was actually somebody that was pretty showing up a lot on my streams here in the beginning. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. Hey, Promotus is home. Nice. You made it home safely. Thank you so much. Good to see that. And let's give you a haunted shout out for that.
Promotus is home.
All right. All right. So yeah. So let's see. So yeah, I haven't. Let's see. Jeff and Bama. Yep. Racing Jones. Yeah, Shadow does a bunch of drone stuff. I will be looking forward to getting that list. I hope to get a chance to see some of that because I would like to see some of that. I have had, as a matter of fact, that one most recent, I guess, it wasn't a recent video I made, but I reposted it. It was that U.S. Navy Aeroscout with the bombs on it. That one had an FPV on the nose, and it was one of those Spot RC or... Was it Spot RC or something like that? Anyway, it was one of those all-in-one units, so it worked okay. But if you're facing away from it and stuff, you kind of, when I was making that or editing that video, there was a lot more snow that I had to edit out than there was full scenes. So again, that also had like the little knob that you can turn stuff up, and I don't know that I ever did that properly. So Mating of the Meteor was successful. Nice. Is that the one that Jack won? Correct, if I'm not mistaken. No, I thought you were talking about, though, I was more interested in their camera drones for aerial photography. Yep, that's what aerial photography, yep, that's me too. Sure enough, no doubt. So what else we got on there? Good deal now, it's unpack time. What are you unpacking, Jeff? Is your trailer still loaded up from the event? I know that it took me 2 days to unpack my stuff. That's for sure. Oh... So who else? Anybody else in the house? Looks like we got 22 likes on that show tonight. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody. We're at 19 concurrent viewers, but I don't look at the concurrent anymore. I look at the peak, because if those two numbers match, everybody wins. Pretty exciting. Nice. Well, tell Jack we said hello there, Luke. Good stuff. And good to hear you and see you on the show as well. Appreciate that so much. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. We got about 5 minutes left. We'll go ahead and wrap up with one more bingo. See if we can maybe give something away tonight. Maybe. We'll see. If not, it's going to be another scream. All right, let's put the spooky music on. And let's get back into the bingo, Cam. All right, bingo list. No more bingo list. Hey, R.C. Rollins in the house. Hang on, before we do that, let's give R.C. Rollins a shout out.
R.C. Rollins in the house. Welcome, Greg.
All right, there you go. Shout out for you there, Greg Rowland. Good to see you, sir. All right, let's jump back into that bingo cam. Let me get back into the screen of Maduga here. Here we go. Bingo cam. All right. That's a good. All right, took 2 minutes. I'm back. Yeah, I'm sure it did. Because that is a sweet trailer. All right, here we go. I definitely need to be looking into something like that myself. Everybody wins just by watching. Aw, TNRC pilot. Gene, you're the nicest guy ever. It's not true, but I do appreciate the sentiment. Thank you so much. All right, so there we go. Who is this one? Who can this be? Oh, well, at least we're not like doubling up on numbers. All of my N's get excited. N's get excited because this number is N of 41. N41 is Quinn Perks. Oh, and Quinn Perks is also not in the stream tonight.
Strike 3.
Ah, dang it. Quinn Perks, where are you, Quinn? Oh my goodness, he's usually in the stream too. Oh well, so we're going to give that 3 screams. There we go. 3 strikeouts on bingo tonight, folks. Goodness gracious. And we'll see if maybe I can at least give candy away later. We'll find out. I don't know. Oh, pretty spooky. All right, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to get ready to wind up here. But joke of the Dave, did I miss it? You did, Shadow. Oh, Shadow, you missed it. You did, Shadow. I would tell you again, but you're just going to have to go back and watch it on the stream. It was a pretty good one. And I even did a noggin scratcher, which I can repeat that because it's pretty quick. But can you tackle a ghost? That's the noggin scratcher question of the night. Bingo is a scream tonight. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. Good stuff. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn back on Spooky Voice, and I even have some background music to go with it, I believe. Let's see.
Maybe not. Let's try this. Does that work? There we go. Spooky music. Pause nods. Did not do any pause nods tonight. Only because, well, I have a lot of other stuff going on. Alright, let's go ahead and round up here and say goodnight to the following. Shadow Ops RC, thank you so much for being here. Jethro, Alabama, thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Promotus Luke, thank you so much for being there. Say hello to Jack Boris. And let's see who else we got here. RC Roller Greg, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for coming in. TNRC Pilot Gene, thank you so much for being here, sir. Greatly appreciate that. Let's see who else we got. Master Blood, again, thank you so much for those 3D printed parts. Please let me know what that other part was. I have not seen your comment on that yet, but I'll get with it. Jeff Adams, thank you so much for being here. Promoter Boss223, Barry Campbell. Thank you, Barry, for being here. Jet Don, thank you for being here. Keith Christie. Barry Campbell already said, and anybody else? I know we're talking about, we've also got, Cliff Harvey, thank you, sir. Jeff, we said, and then we also have, Randy Butterfield C channel, Randy BRC, so thank you, Randy, and I think that might round everything. Lee Davidson's hangar, thank you, Lee, for being here. I greatly appreciate that. Pilot Jerry, thank you, sir, for being here. And Michael Wright, Pizza, thank you for being here. And Aerospace Matt, hey Aerospace Matt, I can't believe I missed you, man. Thank you so much for being here, Aerospace Matt. David Snyder, thank you. Wild Bill, thank you for being here. Rich M, thank you for being here. And I think we're winding out. My mom, thank you, Mom, for being here. TRC Power, Boss 223 again, and Randy Hardy. I think that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the Dave Yourself channel, episode 37. It's the Halloween episode, and I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the smoke machine as we head on out of here. So until next time, stay safe, keep your blades in the air and your wheels on the ground, and until next time, I'm out.